الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله نبينا محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين. There is sound hadith that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, اجتنبوا السبع الموبقات, avoid the 7 destroyers, avoid the 7 which destroys. Means the one who does it, it destroys him. The Prophet ﷺ, he mentioned the shirk, he mentioned the magic, the sihr. He mentioned subhanahu wa ta'ala consuming the wealth of the orphan, until he mentioned qawl al-zur, the false testimony, to make a false testimony. And he sallallahu alaihi wasallam was at the beginning, he was leaning on his elbow when he started the hadith, and he mentioned the shirk, he mentioned the magic. When he came to the point of making a false testimony, he sit down. Then he repeated, he said, Ala wa qawl al-zur, be aware of the false testimony. Ala wa qawl al-zur, ala wa qawl al-zur, ala wa qawl al-zur. Sahabi said, Hatta qulna laytahu sakat. The companion said, until we said, we wish if the Prophet would have been silent, he would have been quiet, because of keep on repeating, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the word avoid, be aware of the false testimony. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam, to show his ummah, out of kindness and mercy to them, how dangerous is the false testimony, he did 2 things. Rather, 3 things at least. Number 1, he mentioned the false testimony with the destroyers. He mentioned it with the shirk and the kufr and magic, and killing an innocent soul. Not only that, especially only false testimony, he sit for it. Unlike the rest, for hikmah, for a wisdom, sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the 4th, he repeated it, the same word only. He didn't keep on repeating it, so he kept repeating, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in that hadith, the shirk. Even though the shirk is worse than false testimony. But the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he repeated to show how evil is, and that it destroys. So a believer, to fear Allah and to avoid making false testimony for anyone. Because you hate someone, don't make false testimony against him. Because you love someone or you want to help someone, don't make a false testimony for him. It destroys your religion, it destroys you. Especially when there is oppression on it. You're oppressing someone who is oppressing another one, you're making false testimony for him. الظلم ظلمات يوم القيامة. The oppression is darkness in the day of judgment. So, yes, help whoever you want to help, but with good, not with lie, not with false testimony, not with oppression. Allah said, وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. Help one another on pious righteousness and good. Don't help one another on oppression and sin. Even your mother, your own mother, the way you should take your first companion, don't help her with oppression. So, a Muslim, to fear Allah, don't make false testimony in immigration, nor in courts, nor for a company. Someone, he came to you, he said he wants a job. You know such company. Please talk to him on behalf of me. They ask you, do you know him being hard worker? And you don't know anything of that. Don't say, I know him being hard worker. This is a lie. Tell the truth. I know he needs job. He really needs job. He tell me he will do good. That's all I know. Don't say, I know him. He is all this, and you lie to the company. Let alone making a false testimony. Today, subhanallah, I never forget that incident when I and another brother was driving. someone stop us, Muslim stop us. He said, stop. We stop. He said, here there is make witness, be my witness. I said, what do we witness? He said, accident with a kafir. Kafir hit me, his car. I have accident. This is the kafir. But we were not there. Make witness. You leaving me as a Muslim behind? Subhanallah, this is what Muslim does to his brother. You see, he talking emotionally. We were very surprised, even he doesn't shy. How you go to a Muslim who fear Allah? The Muslim should fear Allah. And you tell him, you don't even shy, help me to lie, make false testimony. So this is a crime. Prophet ﷺ mentioned that hadith, and inshallah we review it, because it's, subhanallah, a Muslim may, without knowing it, may be doing a major sin, which destroys his religion, destroys his future. Especially if the false testimony relates to oppression, someone being oppressed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, يا أيها الذين آمنوا لا تأكلوا أموالكم بينكم بالباطل وتدلوا بها إلى الحكام لتأكلوا فريقا من أموال الناس بالإثم وأنتم تعلمون. Allah forbade the bribe, to give the leader, the judge, the court. You give the money. You give money in order to get one's wealth, in order to get someone's property, because you give the authority what they like. So they give you the property of the others. That will not justify. That will not make lawful what's not lawful in the deen of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So to be truthful, to help one another with good, not with oppression and sin. We ask Allah al-Karim to protect us. Sallallahu wa sallam ala nabina Muhammad.